And I think a lot of
Life.
chiropractors, they kind of get frustrated because, well, no one gets it. I'll have these people that come in, they complain about symptoms, they complain about headaches and backaches. Well, it's because that's what you've told them. That's what you've told them chiropractic is. So you get what you tell people it is.
Yeah.
So we need to start telling people what it really is.
Yeah, and you know what? And a lot of people aren't going to get it, and that's fine. They don't have to maybe even get it intellectually, but you do want them to feel it. Remember now, as a chiropractor, there's what people see, and if we look like the real thing, a lot of people will hang out with us for that, even though we may not really talk right, and maybe our adjustments aren't that great. But if we can speak well and we get people to understand intellectually, well, that's going to have tremendous depth. But even more so, if we give really good adjustments, there's no denying it. The person, whether they really believe in you or they understand what you say to them, but if they feel it and go, I don't know, I felt this, I can feel that my body is performing better now. It doesn't matter what anybody says. I felt it. It's real. That's the end of it. So we have 3 different angles we can have a positive effect. We can be the real thing. We can actually speak well, explain chiropractor, why are you here? Nerve flow, power, life, light force, life flowing through the body. Subluxation, diminished light state of in the body. So subluxation is a diminishing of the light force of life in the body. So chiropractic, adjustments, life. And so when we can communicate like that, then we can deliver with our hands. Well, that's the stacked deck. They have a value for what they see. They have a value for what they hear. They have a value for what they feel. Many chiropractors, philosophically sound, all this kind of stuff, speak well, but they can't use their hands very well, and then they blow it. So it all has to be there. You've got to look the part, you've got to speak well, and you've got to be good with your hands. And when you've got that, you are going to build a very, very powerful practice and a powerful life, and you're going to lead other people into chiropractic. You're going to have a reach of thousands and thousands and thousands, and that's the name of the game. How many people can you reach in a positive way with natural chiropractic awesomeness? As I sit here, my goal is how many people can I reach in a positive way with chiropractic power? It isn't me. How many clients I have? No. My self-worth, my self-esteem as a consultant comes from how many patients are under chiropractic care with all the chiropractors in the group. That's the name of the game. I want to see as many people under chiropractic care as possible, and I can do that by helping other chiropractors see as many people as possible.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things you touched on there that's important for people to understand is that practicing an objective, straight chiropractic model, it doesn't mean I don't want people to feel good. I want people to feel good.
Of course, we want all of that.
It's just not the objective. That comes from what we do.
Yes.
And we want that to happen with people. And also there's this idea that I think sometimes people feel that we're against other things. In chiropractic, I'm not against anything. I don't care if someone comes to my office and says they're going to the PT, great, fine, because I don't do that.
No,
that's not what I do. And they don't do what I do here. So maybe get your thoughts on that. Just that, we don't have to be against anything. And obviously, yes, we want people to feel great. We're not sitting there going, don't tell me about anything. It's like, well, they can tell me things.
Yeah.
But it's just, that's not my job.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like cause and effect. We want to engage causes, okay? Our thoughts going into someone's mind are a cause. They're going to cause something. Thinking, actions, reactions, responses. See, that's a cause. The adjustments are a cause. In chiropractic, we're into the causes. The effects, we don't have any control over that. Effect as a result, symptom reduction, increased energy, athletic performance, better sleep. Those are the effects. I can't make the effects. All we can do is we can throw out lots of causes. Okay? I can look a certain way, and that causes things in someone's mind when they see me. I can speak, and that's going to cause certain thought processes. Okay? And then I'm going to do something with my hands, which is going to cause things to happen on a physiological, anatomical, biological level. We just want to be causing lots of stuff with people. The effects will take care of themselves. I'm not after the effect. I love the effects. I expect the effect. In fact, by expecting the effect, it makes me want to engage more causes. Okay? And that's the name of the game. Now, you had another question in there somewhere. I got into my little cause and effect thing.
I was just saying how a lot of people, I'm trying to think of things that might prevent people from practicing in this way. And I think a lot of the times they think they have to be against something. Against anti-medicine. They got to be anti. And I'm not, against those things. People want to do that. I have the way I live, but do your thing if you want. Here's what I do.
How can I want to be successful and discredit other people who want to be successful? Yeah. If you want to be successful, and I'll get direct on this now, then you have to bless success everywhere you see it. And just as importantly, if not more, what I want for myself, I want for everyone. Of course, I want the PTs to do well. I want the real estate agents to do well. I want people selling cars to do well. I want people who work hard, that are truly out there to have a positive effect on people, to do well. And I don't know how this happens in chiropractic or chiropractic school or whatever, where chiropractors get this where they really get their feelings hurt easy and feel threatened easily, okay? And this has to get squashed early. It's not an opposition thing, although it gets presented that way. Well, I think I'm going to try the physical therapist. Well, we have no issue with the physical therapist. It's just in fact, the only time a chiropractor gets mad, really the chiropractor's mad at themselves because they know that they didn't do something right, they didn't think something right, they didn't say something right, or whatever the case was, and the person may want to leave, so we blame it on the other person. Like someone leaves in a relationship and goes out with somebody else, and this person's mad at that person like that person took them away. No.
Right.
Okay. So here it is. Fine. We need the good PTs. We need the medical world. Realizing chiropractic, we have everything positioned perfectly. We've got PTs, we've got medical people, and we have the ability to have your own office where you can use your philosophical foundation to help as many people as you want. And we have these other professions we can move people into if that's their choice, or if we think we need to, if something is beyond chiropractic, at least for whatever that condition is. And here's my point. We never give up the chiropractic. In other words, I think I'm going to do PT. No. You follow along with me because we want your nerve system functioning at the highest as possible. But why don't you do some PT also and see if some of their exercises and this and that might help accelerate the process, or really what it does is it makes people think that they're doing something. See, people want to think they're doing something. What can I do to help this get better faster? The answer is nothing. Can I do some exercises? No. People want to think that they're going to do something. They want to do something on their own to cause the effect, but the adjustments are the big cause to bring the effect.
Right.
But if someone wants some PT, fine. But we never give up the chiro. Oh, they want a surgery, and there's people that are going to need surgery. There are people with blown out discs, all this gook in the spinal canal. They need a surgery. We have excellent surgeons. Thank God we've got all these great surgeons out there. But what? It's going to be chiropractic before, and the second and back in, it's going to be chiropractic. Even if you have to work around that area, ease back. It's the chiropractic never ends. There's a continuity all the way through. But they may do PT, and they might have a personal trainer. Sure, go get yourself some massages. Sure, go in the freeze tank. Jump in Whitefish Lake when it's 44 degrees. Of course, do all these other things. Eat high-powered fuel. Have a juicer. Do all these other things. But we want chiropractic to be the core, from the inside out, thing in everybody's, what you might call, health arsenal.
Right. And I think you made a great point that needs to be touched on a little more, even how if a person leaves your office and they say, I'm basically stopping because I'm going to do PT or I'm going to do this, it's really because you have failed as a chiropractor to tell them what it is, because there's never a time when they should not be getting adjusted. It has to be understood that whether you do these things or not, that's okay, but you still need to have a healthy nervous system. If you're going to go do the PT, or go to the massage therapist, or go to the psychotherapist, whatever you need to do, you have to still have a healthy nervous system. So if they've left, it's our fault as a chiropractor, not anyone else's.
It's so true. And now the question that comes up in the chiropractor's mind is, well, when do you tell them all this stuff? The chiropractors want to try to talk people into stuff. We have a very short window of attention span to absorb information. And that's why it's little 15-second blurbs on office visits that really does it. It's one little statement. I was listening to it was a podcast the other day. It was a 2.5-hour podcast. It happened to be a very high level and one of the most respected jiu-jitsu coaches in the world today. And he said this: it's amazing how a person can come into your life for a very, very, very short period of time and completely change the course of your life.
Right.
He talks about he had a conversation with one guy who he never saw since, and all this person said was one sentence. And it completely changed the course of his entire life, his entire approach, and now he's famous today, and it all goes back to that one simple sentence. And the sentence that this guy said was, why would you ignore half of the human body? That's all the guy said. And John Danaher, the jiu-jitsu coach master, internalized that and went, and now here we are today talking about him, and he's known and respected around the world for his work and his development within his field. One sentence. Don't you want to have 100% nerve flow going from your brain into your body all the time?
Yeah. There you go.
Well, remember now, your brain is connected to everywhere in your body. We want to make sure that's always connected. We don't want to ever see that get pinched off, do we? It's little, but then chiropractors will say to me, hey, can you make a CD set that has all those one-liners in there? Nobody made a CD set for me. I can rattle them off like crazy, okay? Stories, metaphors, examples, okay? But today in chiropractic, people just want to say, just hand it to me. You know, I'm going, well, how many more videos and audio sets do I need to make? All right. But we do have to have those little bullets, and they can change the course of a person's life when it's said well, sincerely, meaningfully, okay, from the heart as we interact with our patients, little bits of time with high impact.